Well, let's talk about the different resorts and villas out there. You know, you always see some out there that have these spectacular views. You
Mm.
know, we've heard about the Jade Mountains and
I
everything.
see. I like how you say that. The Jade. No, absolutely. Let me not play around. I mean, St. Lucia has some of the world's best hotels.
Mhm.
You and you can't find them anywhere else. I really sound like I'm bragging today, don't I?
It's
Anyway,
okay. Toot your horn. Toot your horn.
she's worth bragging about. But let me tell you, between the pitons, so the
Mhm.
pitons are or two volcanic spires, you will find they're not joined. I know they look like they're joined,
Yes, they do. Okay.
but they're not.
Mhm.
There's 3 miles between them, and between the pitons, you will find this fabulous stretch of beach and a fabulous resort. And I would say a lot of people would consider this traditional luxury. So
Mhm.
let's get into this deliciousness
Mhm.
of Sugar Beach, a Viceroy resort. And let me tell you, they have 95 villas,
Mhm.
96 pools. So
Wow.
there's one big main pool, and everybody has their own
I'm
plunge
full.
pool. And let me tell you, the resort really just cascades down the hillside. And that beach is phenomenal.
Yeah.
My favorite is the beach bungalow because then you're steps away from the beach.
Okay.
And then you have a lot of indoor living spaces. And this is family friendly, by the way. And I
Mhm.
want to tell you, I know you specialize in designing luxury, all inclusive vacations. All of our hotels have all inclusive packages as well. So, however you want to travel, if you want to pay as you go, then certainly that is available, but you can
Mhm.
certainly do an all inclusive as well. This is what I mean by lovely outdoor, indoor living.
Okay.
So, you could be having a private dinner there. You could certainly entertain the rest of your party, let's say, and that would be perfect if it's a wedding group, etc.
So for those people, you know, I know some people may be listening and not seeing the visual, but just imagine. I mean, you're coming outside your villa. You have your own little plush pool. You see this beautiful view of
Excuse
the.
me, Belvin. There's nothing little about that. Size matters for the
Yes,
people listening.
so
Yeah, yeah.
you have this pool. You have this
In
pool. You have this view of the ocean. You have, I mean, just you have your cabana. I mean, it's just spectacular. It,
Absolutely. And
oh,
this is 5 star all the way. Look at that.
oh, wow,
That is,
wow,
it's very a modern aesthetic,
right.
and certainly it pays homage to the surroundings. You know, it
Hmm.
really is. And very, very convenient. So even if
Okay,
you had let's say you had teenagers, I know some of us don't bring our children on
right.
vacation, but if you have teenagers, then they typically could certainly enjoy the living area because that's a pull-out sofa as well. So
Okay,
very, very convenient configurations. And then the residencies at Sugar Beach I find to be amazing. So
okay.
for a girlfriend's getaway, sleeping approximately 8
Hmm.
and 30-foot ceilings. Did you hear that?
Yes, that's very high.
Hello, hello. I am building my dream home off of this. I swear to you. And
So,
again, very modern, and you can bring in your own private chef. So
okay.
yeah.
Wow, that's it. You know, villas are becoming very popular now. You know, a lot of people are
Mhm.
trying to get their own villas, especially because
Yes,
they want to, you know, bring. It's almost
that's right.
having your own home or bringing, you know, just transferring your family or your friends into one
Right,
location. So
right.
that
And
is an
also,
option.
let's highlight the point that folks like villas too these days even more because they feel a sense of consistency with who is serving them. I use
Right.
the word serving, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Um, because yeah, folks are a little bit more conscious about that. And I will tell you, once you've had one of our fabulous team members at the resort serve up dinner for you, I mean, you're not going to want anybody else. You're going to request that very same person because we are really good at connecting here in the Caribbean, as you know,
Okay.
and St. Lucians have that inner gift as well.
Okay.
Speaking of which, And by the way, I want to tell you, a lot of our hotels, what makes us special, they're small. They're small and they're intimate.
Hmm.
So again, Sugar Beach, a Viceroy Resort we just saw, it's 95 units.
Oh, that's it. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
know, that's not
It's
a
not one of
large
these big
hotel at
400,
all.
500 room hotels or anything. None of
I'm
that. Okay.
sorry. No. And then the one we're gonna chat about, Ladera.
Hmm.
This is adults only, an open concept. So
Okay.
picture this. You're in the Caribbean. And by the way, up from Sugar Beach, so we're at Sugar Beach, which is between the pitons, remember?
Right.
And we're now going up 1,000 feet above sea level. And this is Ladera. So it's an open concept.
Hmm.
Everybody has their own pool. And by the way, there are only 37 of these.
Okay.
So it is exclusive. And if you're listening to this, please pull it up. Pull it up on Instagram, Ladera, Ladera, so that Belvin can really check it out for you. Okay.
Okay, Richard, and thank you for even bringing this
Uh-huh.
up because so many people just think about, you know, the quote unquote mass commercial ones. I'm glad you are bringing out the exclusive properties. So go
Mhm.
ahead.
Yeah, and that's who we are in St. Lucia. Most of our
Right.
properties are born of this land and people. And
Okay.
so you get those very, very special touches. And at Ladera, you can get the butler service. And by
Hmm.
the way, if you wanted to go down, this is a cliffside resort. So if you wanted to go down to the beach, remember it's that same beach we just spoke of, Sugar Beach, and your
Okay.
butler could certainly pack your picnic, or you could dine there if you'd like. You know, I mean, that's typically um, something that a lot of folks like to do, to mix up their stay a little bit by doing like a split stay. So
Hmm.
they do a few nights here and then they do a few nights there. And why am I saying that? Because with an open concept, and I don't know if I did it justice. It's very difficult to do Ladera justice.
Uh-huh.
You have one of the four walls missing. It is
Yeah.
open to the pitons and the majesty thereof. And let me tell you, your bed is all the way back. So don't even think that there's anything coming in except a fabulous hummingbird trying to have some of your lunch, which we give you a nice little water gun that you can say,
Just
hey,
trigger.
go, go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But lovely for stargazing. Just
Hmm.
picture the two of you sitting on that wooden swing overlooking the Caribbean Sea and the pitons. I mean, that speaks to the heart and minds of many people. And by the way, there's yoga, meditation, there's a lovely hiking trail as well, and they
Uh-huh.
have a fabulous spa that
Okay.
they're about to unveil. They have actually made it a lot larger since COVID-19. We
Okay.
took the time to make things a little better.
Okay.
Yeah. And you spoke about this earlier, but I'm going to give you the sister property, Anse
Uh-huh.
Chatsney, which is, listen, this is circa 1974. And
Oh.
that Nick Trubetskoy, the architect,
Hmm.
he believed in paying homage to St. Lucia and St. Lucia's most iconic asset,
Hmm.
which is, I mean, I'm not talking about the people this time, I'm talking about these Twin Peaks.
Hmm.
And this room actually won the best room in the world in 2005, I believe. But
Okay.
you see that fabric on the bed, it's like a plaid.
Right.
It's the madras. It's our national fabric. So it's no accident.
Okay.
This resort speaks to the authenticity, the creativity of the St. Lucian people. And by the way, local artists as well as internationally renowned artists have been invited in ever since they opened to do paintings. And so you're seeing original art on all of the walls. And let me tell you, the service at this place is just beyond. First of all, the people of Soufriere are so incredibly genuine. I mean, they do ridiculous things like, I mean, there's this guest that spoke. She wrote a letter to say, you know, apparently they were at breakfast one morning and she had mentioned something about some exotic fruit, and the guest had never heard about it. And the very next morning, she brought some, but it was
Mhm.
that level of interest and
Right.
that connection, which is so, that's what renews us, I find, when we go traveling the world. And
Right.
by
Right.
the way, this resort is set on 600 acres, and it has a crown jewel that you mentioned earlier, which again, there it
Wow.
is.
Look
You
at
can't find this anywhere else in the world. Hello, we're looking at your sanctuary. There are no rooms at this hotel. This
Mhm.
is what Belvin calls the Jade, okay? This is Jade Mountain in all her glory. Again, created by the architect
Mhm.
Nick Trubetskoy. And this is a St. Lucian institution, in a matter of speaking. And by the way, it's exclusive.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah.
29 of these sanctuaries. Think about that.
Yeah.
29.
Right.
So you absolutely feel like the king of your castle or queen of your queendom in this galaxy sanctuary. And just for those of you that are listening, she is literally looking out beyond forever in a 900 square foot infinity edge pool overlooking the pitons in St. Lucia. And it's all five-star luxury, by the way, from your espresso machine. And by the way, there is also a jacuzzi that
Mhm.
overlooks that same view. And by the way, all 29 of them have this incredible view. I like to compare this a little bit to the Amalfi Coast in Italy.
Mhm.
It's just something absolutely breathtaking and absolutely St. Lucian. Where else are you going to find this? You just can't.
That
And
is
it sits,
extraordinary.
yeah, and it sits on 600 acres. So whether you want to go jungle biking, you want to go shore diving, they have
Mhm.
a fabulous scuba program. You want to escape and get into a little bit of heritage history. There's some lovely nature walks.
Mhm.
You're a birder. You
Mhm.
want to go and discover one of our 6 endemic birds. This is one of the places to do it. And butler service all the way. And their food is phenomenal.
Wow.
Phenomenal. Vegans welcome.
There you
Absolutely.
go. We have to say
Yeah,
that these
yeah,
days. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Vegans welcome. Vegans
And
welcome.
and and then, let me tell you, for those that are into wellness,
Mhm.
there's some great options as well. So if it is that you want a resort where you can certainly, I mean, you could have green juice all day, but you don't have to. It's available.
Right. Right.
The Body Holiday, I will tell you, they have an amazing program. They've been around over 30 years and they've refurbished throughout the years. So I want you
Mhm.
to know
Mhm.
that the amenities and facilities are quite pristine.
Mhm.
However, imagine a resort where you can learn ballroom dancing, where you can learn archery. Yes, Robin Hood would
Archery.
be I'm like, where did archery come from? Well,
Hey,
we're
you never know
Cupid.
when you have to shoot an arrow. You know.
I know. Cupid lives here in St. Lucia, and a fabulous beach. But you could go sailing, and by the way, you can have any of their bodyguards
Mhm.
um, take you on an experience, whether it's extreme fitness or it's yoga, tai
Okay.
chi. But that spa is the largest in the Caribbean, and you get a spa treatment included for every single full day that you are there in house.
Wow.
So, yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, you can't argue. And by the way, hello, we're not talking about facials, manicure. Yeah, they do those things. We're talking about body science.
You're right.
Those people that are interested, I know we don't have to worry about that, right? But, but because it don't crack. But I'm so
Black don't.
so
Yeah,
rude.
that's right.
But but they, for those folks that are concerned about aging, you might need some acupuncture. There are
Mhm.
so many services and a range of products and experts that are on their team that can walk you through that. And if you want to eat organic, you can. If you want to have dessert every night, it's fine too. And what I really treasure is that they do have respect for the solo traveler, because
Okay.
not all of us are hitched, right?
Right.
Or want to be hitched.
It's
Did you all get that?
yeah, I got it. So
Moving right along. So the views expressed here are not endorsed by the St. Lucia Tourism Authority. No, but I'm serious. They have 25 rooms that do not carry a single supplement.
uh-huh.
And better than that, you're never feeling alone, because they will introduce you to the other singles in-house
Okay.
at a little mingle cocktail right before dinner, and then there's also a communal table if you
Okay.
wanted to dine together, but you don't have to.
Okay.
So I just think that is so respectful. You know what I mean?
Yes, I think that gives a great option, because the solo
Yeah.
traveler is growing out there, and it's a lot. You know, I get questions all the time. Hey, Belvin, I was trying to do a trip, but my girlfriends or my guys, they're not. You know,
Yeah.
I can't wait on them. I'm ready to go. And
Especially now,
yeah,
because
yeah,
there's so many people who they use their vacation, they don't have any more, they want to save, whatever the case is. So
right,
listen, do you?
right,
Life is meant to be savored, and big part of that savoring is traveling. So
right,
don't be held back
right.
by your buddies who may not be ready.
Ready to go. Exactly. So we talked about some of the family friendly ones as well. You
Uh-huh.
have some family friendly resorts, just in case, because I know spring break comes along, and you know,
Yes.
people are looking for a spring break getaway.
Yes.
So which ones would be considered great for kids that, you know, maybe under 15 and under?
So I think there's some really, really good ones. So we mentioned Sugar Beach already.
Yeah.
We also mentioned that, well, close to the airport, because you know, with those kids, they're gonna ask you, "Are we there yet?"
There you
Especially these days. So there's a resort that is 5 minutes from the airport, called Coconut Bay Beach Resort.
Okay.
And that is a very unique property, because not only is the proximity to the airport good, but they also have a lot of entertainment going on. They have a lot of characters for you to meet,
Okay.
which I personally like resorts like that for family,
Right,
because and for some reason that was my first job out of high school, working a resort like that. So I have a special love for properties that do that, because that's what pulls the kids back time and time again. It's not just the amenities, and it's the same for adults. People cause you to come back. And when you work at a family hotel, you'll be in the lobby and you'll see some people screaming, and they'll say, "Where is so and so? Where is so and so?" The kids, the first thing they want to know is, "Where is so and so?" Hopefully it's not the bartender, right?
Exactly.
That's what the adults would say. But they have a great kids program there for various age groups, so they keep the children in age appropriate activities. But they also have a fabulous petting zoo for those that are very young. It's on 2 miles of beach. There's kite surfing there, and they do quite a bit of their activities on property. But with all of that said, you still need to go to the pitons,
Okay.
right?
Yeah, you gotta go to the
you
Piton.
must. But they have a fabulous water park on property, so you know the kids are there all day, right?
Right, right.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. The food is really great too, and I love the fact that they have the foresight to have an adult only area,
Mm-hmm.
and then they also have the family friendly area.
Okay.
So even if, let's say, you were traveling as a family reunion or girlfriend's getaway, you
Mm-hmm.
could still stay there, but you would stay in that harmony section, which is dedicated to adults only.
Good, good, good.
Yeah,
Now,
I must say, this is why everybody, you see why you need an expert,
thank
because
you.
there's so many great options. It's not that it's difficult. There's so many options in St. Lucia, and what we want to do is to match your level of inspiration to your passions with what we have on offer. And so, yeah,
Well,
to
Richard,
Belvin.
well, yeah,
Talk to Belvin.
thank you for bringing that up because it, just like you said, it's important to go with a travel advisor, and I'm glad that I
Absolutely.
completed the course, and now that I'm a St. Lucia expert, with there it is, St. Lucia expert. So I am I'm happy to complete the course and ready to serve those people who want to visit this beautiful island.